bringing back its tourist tax. This is the tax people pay per room per night in Iceland. It's about going to be 600 Icelandic krona for the year. It's a tax rule that was actually suspended for the last 4 years because of the pandemic, but now the government of Iceland is bringing it back. It's bringing it back because Iceland is so popular right now. Last year it had 2 million tourists. For a country like Iceland, which is a very small island, has about 300,000 people, it's a lot of people. And this tax is going to go help, not only help weaken the demand, but also raise money for the country. The country's been dealing with somewhat of over-tourism. There's been a lot of people coming in, and what's happening is that there's a lot more Airbnbs. A lot of people are turning their own apartments into Airbnbs, which is reducing housing for locals. And so there's less housing, makes it more expensive. The country only has 300,000 people. So it's very limited supply of rooms, limited supply of land, right? Most of the island, I was there last year. It's essentially it's just very sparsely populated. The biggest city is Reykjavik, which is where I stayed, and has only 300,000 people. I mean, most people are essentially in Reykjavik. So the island's very small, being overwhelmed. It's a very popular destination because people love the nature and adventure aspect of it. It has great sights. It has a great, if you went to the geyser, you'd be amazed by how high the geyser shoots up. And when I was there, it was just crowded with tourists, and so many people, right? And so, there's a Blue Lagoon, which is a very geothermal spa, probably Iceland's most popular attraction. It's very good and relaxing, great for your skin. It's one of the best attractions Iceland has. So, but the thing is though, but these attractions were just flooded with people last year, and it's been getting worse. The Prime Minister has said that all these people are adding pressure on Iceland. So, and something to add also, with this tax, it's going to make Iceland a little bit more expensive. The country is already very expensive for tourism. You talk to any tour operator, they'll tell you it's hard to get a room, and the rooms are already expensive because there's very limited rooms. Like I said earlier, it's a very small country with limited capacity to service tourists. So when you get a room, it's already expensive. It's going to get more expensive thanks to the new tax. This tax is going to make things less cheap. It'll hurt cheap hotels much more than expensive hotels. So if you're going to stay at a hostel or a short-term rental or whatnot, you're going to be paying a lot more. So the hope of this tax will not only reduce the excessive demand, but also reduce the pressure the country is facing from all these tourists coming into this island. And it's only going to get worse, so this tax will help deal with this problem effectively.